What's up, guys? This is Whack. Welcome you to week 4 of EDC Season 12, Temporal. This week we're up against Jode, a good friend of ours. He let me into his prep server, which, funnily enough, instead of blocking, well, I don't think he could have done that, but he couldn't block himself from seeing my channel, so he only blocked me from seeing his channel, which meant I was, like, left in the dust to, like, prep. Luckily, Anybody helped me prep. At least he gave me like a few sets, I believe, like the Palma set he supported a lot, as well as the Terrapagos and the Diancie, I believe. So, anyways, we're going up against an Arcanine Hisui Terra, Galarian Slowking, Rillaboom, Darkrai, which you don't really see allowed in a lot of leagues, although, I mean, I think it's probably more allowed than it isn't at this point, because everyone's kind of realizing that Darkrai is kind of mid. We see Great Tusk and a Registeel. I believe this is Jode's first time actually bringing Registeel. I expected him to bring it because he actually only has a 9-mon team, consisting of what you see in front of you, plus Terra Comfy, Almamola, which I am pretty sure, like, he was definitely not going to bring it. And he had a Noivern, which I think Noivern is kind of bad. Plus, like, it's just another Mon that's like walled by Diancie. Like, he probably doesn't want to be like too weak to Diancie, especially with Terra. This week we're bringing Tornadus Therian, Superior Terra, which we haven't seen since week 1, and I believe all it did was click Leaf Storm and switch out. We have our Terrapagos, our Diancie, and our Blastoise, and our Palma. Our Palma has actually come to every game this season so far, which I think is really funny, but, I mean, I guess the Mon's just kind of good. Nobody new's coming off the bench. We still have Low Kicks and Golurk on the bench, so both have done absolutely nothing yet this season, but I'm hoping to get them off the bench at some point. Other than that, I'll get into their sets as they switch in, just so I'm not dawdling around. He's going to lead with Registeel, which I saw coming from a mile away. I could have maybe just led Palma, but just in case he was like Chople Berry with Earthquake, I didn't want to lose my Palma because my Palma is my Arcanine Hisui revenge killer. So I'm going to lead with Torn. I'm going to taunt the Registeel. I knew he was going to T-Wave or get up rocks, as I'm just going to U-turn into Blastoise. And he's going to body press me for not that much damage. My Blastoise is very defensive, with Surf, Ice Beam, Flip Turn, and Rapid Spin. This is my Arcanine Hisui switch in, even though, like, I'm kind of wasting it right now. I'm just, in advance, like, I did not play this Blastoise very well in this game. I'm gonna go into Superior, though, on the Rillaboom, because I'm like, oh, maybe he's gonna want to switch out, because, you know, like, he just gave Superior grassy terrain. So I thought maybe he'd go like hard Slowking, but he's actually going to stay in with Rillaboom. He's going to get full parried, which really sucks for him, as he's going to get off a U-turn. Kind of sucks for him. I feel like Banded U-turn did like a lot of damage to Superior, but I don't know. I am Terra Ghost on Superior with Terra Blast, Leaf Storm, Glare, Sub. I considered using my Terra there, but I wasn't sure if I might have to use it on Diancie. Which is kind of the problem with bringing like 2 really good Terra captains, is like sometimes you kind of feel like you have to bring both, and when you do, like, you just don't know what you actually want to Terra. But I guess it makes the game more interesting on the other side. But this is one of those games where like I didn't really have a plan for like who's gonna Terra. I was mostly gonna Terra Superior, but I wasn't sure. I'm gonna go hard Torn on Rillaboom, because you know Torn always lives like Banded Woodhammer. Part, and I am running quite a bit of bulk on my Torn. I'm actually Focus Sash. With Liquid Storm, Focus Blast, Taunt, U-turn. I'm pretty sure I took an account for the feature site, but if he did click like Woodhammer, then like something on my team would have probably died right there. He's gonna substitute the Darkrai. And he's gonna miss Hypnosis, which really sucks for him. I didn't want to miss Diamond Storm, so I just quickly Blast. He's gonna miss Hypnosis again, and then just get demolished by Diamond Storm. So basically, that Darkrai just gave Diancie a +2 defense boost for free, while also losing an entire Darkrai against me, like the fastest mon on the field other than like a Scarf, whatever. So I think that's kind of insane. He's gonna go into Rillaboom, and because he's paralyzed, I'm like, okay, I can kind of just click some buttons here. Woodhammer is going to take him down to 5%. It's not going to kill Diancie because I have the defense boost. And I'm going to kill Rillaboom with a Moonblast. He's going to go into Registeel. I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of letting Diancie go. Like, if he decides to kill Diancie, then so be it. However, now he's going to go into Slowking on my Body Press, as Diancie is actually my switch in to Slowking, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in here and put Diamond Storm. I'm gonna get another defense boost as he chill receptions into Great Tusk. And because he wasted that time earlier getting up Stealth Rocks, and because of Grassy Train, his Tusk cannot kill Diancie unless he crits because he's a booster speed. Obviously, if he was like attack invested at all, like he probably would have just killed me. Even without booster energy attack. So it's unfortunate for him, but I was kind of just trying to let Diancie go down. If he did end up dying, I think my play was to go Superior and then like substitute, or just click Leaf Storm into Terrestrialization. But yeah, now his Tusk is going to go down. Like, this Diancie is absolutely plowing through his team. And it wasn't really meant to do that. Diancie's only purpose was to Diamond Storm the Slowking as it's like doing silly things. And Diancie was like the most dispendable member on my team. Although, I mean, I probably needed it for Darkrai, but I already dealt with Darkrai, so yeah. Anyways, our Blastoise is going to come in. Our Blastoise is our answer to Arcanine Hisui's. I'm going to Rapid Spin the rocks away. The rocks are kind of annoying. And our Trapagos actually isn't holding heavy duty boots. Anyways, you saw my entire Diancie set, so I just didn't go into it. So the Blastoise now is just going to flip turn on the Slowking into Torn. Torn I felt like was pretty dispendable at this point because I thought the Arcanine might be Choice Scarf. He came in and took Rock's Chip, so I was like, okay, that's probably Choice Scarf. So Torn, unless I get back up to full HP, is like not doing much for me. But I'm just gonna Bleak Windstorm the Slowking as he Future Sights, and then he's gonna go into Registeel as I believe I U-turn. Yep. U-turn into Blastoise, and then just Surf, and I believe, yeah, I take that Future Sight chip, which kind of sucks for me because now my Blastoise just cannot switch into Arcanine. I'm just gonna flip turn though into Torn again, and he's gonna Future Sight. I still have the Focus Sash attack, so Torn can actually eat a Head Smash from Arcanine if it has to. If it needed to kill. I'm just gonna let Arcanine kill me with a Flare Blitz there though. As now I'm gonna go into Trapagos. And he's gonna Flame Charge, revealing that he's not Scarf. I really wanted to go into Palmot there because I just want more kills on Palmot, but I felt like I had to go Trapagos because I want the differential. Anything to not drop back to Spatial. So yeah, we end up winning. Our Trapagos is Mirror Herb. Obviously, you saw that last turn with Terra Star Storm, Earth Power, Calm Mind, and Rock Polish. This was basically meant to be the switch into Comfy and then 1v1 Comfy, and I don't think Comfy can like easily 1v1 Trapagos. Because Terra Star Storm just hits so hard, even with like Calm Mind boosts, because I'm also Calm Mind boosting. So yeah, there you have it. The Palmot was Life Orb with Close Combat, Double Shock, Knockoff, and Mach Punch. Yeah, no, Mach Punch did not knock out Arcanine Hisui from that range. I'm not sure if I accidentally ran the wrong ability on Palmot, but it should be Iron Fist. But I might have accidentally run like Natural Cure. Or Volt. No, I definitely wasn't Volt Absorb because Joe doesn't have an electric type, so I know I didn't run Volt Absorb. But it might have not actually been Iron Fist. It definitely should have been like. So yeah. Anything else? No, I think I talked about all my sets actually. It's just the only one that didn't really come into play was Palmot, and then Superior kind of just paralyzed the Rillaboom. Which, to be fair, the Rillaboom was a problem. If it was fast, but Diancie still beat that regardless. It would have just been a matter of like who wins when, who wins first. So yeah, there you have it. Next week, I believe I'm facing Isaac. I kind of forgot what his team is like though. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because you'll see it next week. But yeah, GG's to Jode. Sorry about your Hypnosis missing twice. I mean, that's kind of what you get for running, like, a sub-Hypnosis. I think, like, you should be punished for being such a toxic person. And truthfully, Jode, like, he was already 3-0 plus, I think, 15, meaning only 3 of his mons have died all season. So the fact that I'm able to come in here and double his kill count, or not double, actually, I tripled his kills, kind of felt nice, but he's still 3-1 plus like 11, and I'm 3-1 plus 8, so he's still doing pretty good. His team is really tough to prep for. It took me maybe like 3 days overall prepping, and that's just like day 1. I'm like, I think I can run this. Like, I thought about running like Terra Ground Superior, but then I was like, well, I just get Grassy Glided, and I don't really have a Grassy Glide switch in other than Torn, but Torn is already pressured to deal with so much other crap. So then I'm like, okay, Terra Ghost, and then the next day I'm like, how do I finish this team? And then I was like, I think Diancie comes, and then I guess I bring Blastoise, because Blastoise is like the Arcanine Hisui check, and other than that, like, Blastoise did not really have a good matchup here. I will say in his part, I think he brought the mons that he should have brought. Maybe he should have brought Comfey, because to be honest, I think Great Tusk did not have the matchup here. Because of course, like, you still have to break Trapagos' Terra Shell. And most Trapagoses run Boots, so there's not really a way for you to get rid of Boots as I'm landing in. It gets 2-shot by Life Orb Palmot. It doesn't really deal with Blastoise very well. It doesn't take a hit from like Shell Smash twice. It doesn't take a Terra Fairy hit from Diancie at all. Even just like Rock Polish into like Draining Kiss or Moonblast, like Tusk just dies. And it can't really break through Diancie at +2 defense, and then like Draining Kiss just heals back like everything it just did. Superior outspeeds, Torn outspeeds, so I didn't really see like why Tusk came here, but I guess it was better than Noivern, and it probably checked some other stuff on my team that maybe he was scared of. Like, maybe he was scared of Metagross, maybe he was scared of low kicks. Tusk is kind of a good low kick switch in, but he also had Registeel, so I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys next week.